Welcome back. So this painting was in response to thinking about my Aunt Pamela, who also passed away a couple of years ago of ovarian cancer. The name Pamela means something like all sweetness or honey. She married a man named Ken. Her married name then was Carter, and Carter derives from someone who would have driven a wagon, although he was actually a plumber. The image contains like two characters, so an abstract person in the middle and then a smaller person to the bottom left with like a robe and horns. As far as I know, she worked as a cleaner for most of her life, possibly also in a factory. So the features of this character, bottom left, are quite difficult to make out, but I think it's female, it's got horns, and within the cape that she's wearing, holding, there looks like two characters either side of that. Whether that relates to her two children, I'm not sure. There would be Deborah and Stephen. Stephen from Stephanos, which means wreath or garland. I talked about the name Deborah before. So the figures in the bottom part of the whole thing actually are quite shadowy, and I didn't want to go over and like highlight too much because I quite like the effect of it already. So there's two characters off to the left here. In the middle, at various times, I've seen like the back of a cat as if it's looking into something. And at the bottom here, it almost looks like an arm or a foot reaching around. So in like, I don't know if she's got like opening up part of her cape or something, or if that's the bend of her arm. But I can see like a cheruby face in there, and then this orange face, and then something else there in like a grey colour with at least one person still on top. So this on the other side would be an arm coming down, but it also looks like a floppy ear or something. And then in the middle, I kind of originally saw that as quite a heart. Actually looks a bit like there's somebody dancing around it. And I really like the abstract nature of this sort of head. So this would be the face. This isn't anything like what she looked like. She'd probably laugh at me. Oh, she definitely would laugh at me, actually. I can see like the idea of different characters around, including one sort of almost flying around the top. So it feels kind of sad to be thinking about two of my aunts passed away at, far too young an age with ovarian cancer. Although in Pamela's case, because Kenny had already passed away, she was quite heartbroken. But I guess in some way, having a painting of her keeps her alive, I guess. Thanks for listening.